Hello, my dear friends. It's me, Beata, from Horoscopes and Readings.com, and today I would like to talk about Lilith. I actually have my online course about Lilith in a Synastry and how Lilith impacts relationships in general. Well, I've noticed that you guys are interested in this topic. I'm actually talking about Black Moon Lilith, as this can be very crucial and important part of your relationship. From my practice, I can tell you that people that are affected the most by Lilith are people who don't have, shall we say, experiences with Lilith as such, meaning if you are a person and you know your birth chart and you don't have Lilith contacts in your birth chart, you may be actually more prone to get trapped, shall we say, by Lilith in a relationship, because people with strong Lilith in their own birth chart, meaning Lilith on the ascendant, Lilith to Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, these are very strong placements. Or if you have Lilith in cardinal houses, first, fourth, seventh or tenth, these are very strong placements for Lilith, and this placement of Lilith will actually flavor your persona, your personality, and you will be affected by this very much. But if you are someone who has like zero experiences with this energy and you meet someone whose Lilith is strongly connected to your personal planets or ascendant, you may become obsessed very easily by this person. Obviously, we have Pluto, and Pluto planet is responsible for obsession as such, but Lilith, let me tell you, it's a different kind of story, because Lilith is obsession that is very unhealthy, and typically, there is no happy ending. And I'm sorry to say that, because some people, some clients turn to me and they are very curious and they want to know that they are interested in this guy and what they can eventually become as a couple. But when I see their synastry in front of me, and this synastry is full of difficult Lilith contacts from either one person or the other, or really like interpersonally by both of them, this can become a problem. The core problem with this happening is that we don't see this coming, right? It's like Lilith will strike us. Lilith is definitely that forbidden fruit we all want to enjoy, but somehow we resist. But if someone's Lilith is, let's say, in conjunction to your Venus, well, that this requires a lot of discipline to really not be seduced by that person. It's like from very beginning it may feel like this is like breath of fresh air and you really met someone special, and finally you met someone very special, but this person is married, but who cares really, because he's not happy and he told you so and you believe him. And yeah, so there is typically a layer of some like impossibility to be happily together. This is like one sign of Lilith relationship. There is some sort of obstacle, but it is obstacle, let's say, like question there might be really questions of your morals, right? So it's like this moral dilemma is here. Even if you are a person who is typically very faithful and has your moral standards, once you fall in love with someone's Lilith, with a Lilith person, it's like you are already questioning, if it is really such a big deal that that person is taken. Yeah, this is how strong is that energy, Maybe you don't believe me, but people who have experienced this particular contact between Lilith and personal contact, they know that it is almost impossible to resist it, and it requires a lot of strength. I work with my clients on daily basis, and I've heard this story many times. My client woman comes to me and she tells me that she is typically very faithful, and she knows what she wants out of life, and here she is suddenly having an affair with someone who is married, and yeah, I believe her when she tells me that this is the first time, and she herself cannot even believe what is happening here. But the thing is that this is Lilith relationship. We are not even able to recognize ourselves and our values. So remedy for this is really to be rooted in your core values so strongly that even if this type of option really comes into play, you will resist it, because you know who you are and you know what you want. We have to be really careful when we believe that we already know what we want and we are strong enough to resist pretty much anyone, because only then comes the test. And every time when Lilith is involved, in my opinion or from my experiences, I can tell you that these relationships are not long-lasting. These are typically affairs or short-term relationships, because people cannot live in such an intensity, and people typically cannot live their fairy tale by ruining someone else's life, okay? And I'm not telling you that that person has to be taken, but there is something immoral going on. There is a reason why you really cannot be together, like boss and his secretary, or something like that. Some religious factors that are very strict, and things like that. There is a reason, and there is like a really strong forbidden fruit by Lilith person. But at the end of the story, typically planet person has their heart broken because it simply didn't go very well. And I don't know why is this, but it looks like these type of relationships are almost here only to remind us that we know better, right? So the point, or why is this happening, it's hard to tell, because with Pluto, with Plutonic relationships, we know that why is this happening, we can transform, we can grow, but with Lilith can be, such a damaging factor in our life, and without any Lilith is not going back. Lilith is not someone who is empathetic. Lilith is pretty much sometimes just damaging, to remind us that we know better and we should choose better, right? Okay, guys, this was my analysis. In case you are interested in a reading from me, you can definitely read everything what is listed in the description below, because it is pretty simple to book a reading with me. I am able to interpret any type of chart. I have more than 14 years experiences now, or I'm also a tarot reader in case you want tarot. My website is called horoscopes and readings.com. That's all I have for you. Have a good week and bye bye.